The Triple B Podcast would like to invite you to come break bread with your brothers. If you like what you're hearing on the show, if you think we missed the mark, or if we got it all wrong, reach out to us on social media. We can be reached on Twitter at triple_B_pod or search Brothers Breaking Bread Podcast. We are the Brothers Breaking Bread on Facebook, and our email is brothersbreakingbreadpod@gmail.com. Further descriptions are in the show notes. Like, follow, friend, do all that good stuff, and please never forget to break bread with your brothers.
How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up? How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up? How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up?
Hey, what's going on, y'all? Brothers Breaking Bread Podcast in the house. Hey.
We'll have a little hot left. It'll be good.
Yeah, let's make it happen. Let's not just talk about it. This is a beautiful thing, man. Just all this blackness, and we all just getting together, we playing dominoes, we eating, we drinking. And, food is always just the extra, man. They deprive these people of their basic human rights, and we call ourselves Americans. We're supposed to be above all this.
They'll fake the crisis. They'll make it seem way out of proportion.
We brothers, we breaking bread.
How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up?
Trying to hold it all together, man. Life is moving fast right now, man. So it's good to have everybody come through. I love that, man. I love it a lot. More than I could say to you guys.
Hey y'all, what's up? It's Friday, so I'm gonna keep it black, but I'm gonna keep it brief. On May 14, 2022, an 18-year-old white boy drove 200 miles to a grocery store in Buffalo, New York. There he committed mass murder, killing 10 people and injuring 3, all while live streaming the whole attack on Twitch. I'm not watching that. The very next morning, a shooter walked into a church in that very same neighborhood and attempted another shooting, but was stopped in the lobby. Now here's the thing. It's not like we are surprised niggas are driving hours away from their home to harm people in the name of whiteness. Kyle Rittenhouse just got let go for that. But what is completely ludicrous, to me at least, was this boy's manifesto. He said he targeted this town because it had the highest concentration of black people nearest to him, and he felt it was his due diligence to wipe out as many of them as they could to fight against the ethnic, cultural, and racial replacement of white people in order to prevent white genocide. Genocide? Has he seen Hotel Rwanda, The Diary of Anne Frank, The Trail of Tears? This is what's known as the Great Replacement Theory. What the is wrong with y'all? And it just dawned on me. How does an active shooter make it out alive? Niggas die for less, 10 shots in the back for running, shot to death if anybody even thinks they have a weapon. So how, Sway, are mass murderers making out of the door, much less the trial? Come on.
Hey, what's going on out there to the world? Brothers Breaking Bread. We are back in the house. We took a week off because people had, well, me myself, I had to break the racial stereotype that niggas don't care about their kids. But anyway, we here, y'all. What's going on, happy people? Happy Brother Doom Joe Jeff, Slim AC, Lady Lavender's here, Kim Bzzz is here, 10 meters, Zeb the Soldier's here, I'm the KC Stork. What is going on, party people? How are we doing this fine Friday evening?
We in the house.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Everything's quite nice.
Oh, yeah. We not at a grocery store and some white man with the word nigger on the front of his front site is not kicking in our door. So everything is quite lovely.
No doubt.
I know people. I work with people who don't have TVs. So if you haven't been out there in the world, what this young woman, the show opener, was talking about was this young man who decided that he was going to drive 200 miles to Buffalo, New York, and just kill people who were black. Mm-hmm. That's it. But before we get into that, let's check in so we can get it in. Go around the horn here. Miss Kim, how are you doing? How's your week going?
It was quite good. Started working on the house, but the ladies that I have convened, and they don't like the fact that I don't have an official name, so they have agreed upon the Miss Honey Buns. So if that's what we rocking with, that's what we rocking with. So
Honey
y'all can take them to be named shit out of that.
I knew it.
It's honey
And I got a fucking
bun.
theme song too.
Hey man, stop with the slave minstrels. Stop it. This your fourth. Nigga,
I was digging it, man. I was digging it.
I know, but this is her check-in time. He's singing.
Oh yeah.
He's singing sexual
That's
harassment
okay.
minstrels.
I can have a theme song in
serenading, man.
in my
You know what?
check-in.
Actually, you know what?
That's all right. Don't hate.
We'll sit down with me, you, and Joe, and we can get a honey buns. Whatever the fuck you was saying.
She like Junebug, man. She gotta have every superhero gotta have a theme, music. You know what I mean?
All
Okay, right. Yes.
All right. Go ahead, ma'am. I'm sorry.
That was what they wanted me to check in on, y'all. So thank y'all for that.
You're welcome. All right, so we gonna.
It's official then. It's official like
It's
a referee
official.
with a whistle.
It's official. All right. I mean, since he want to sing, what's going on, 10?
My bad. Over here choking, man. Oh man, it's all good. I'm homesick as a motherfucker right now.
You got that vid, do you?
No. I'm homesick.
Homesick, not homesick.
At home.
Oh,
sick.
I thought you said homesick. Oh, my bad.
Man, I was in the car just sitting up there listening to some tunes and shit, and just scrolling through my pictures. I'm like, God damn, I need to go back to Kansas City.
Yeah.
Just come and stay.
Yeah. So, but other than that, man, everything is okay, and everything like that. Source of my side eye is white people taking everything. So I was in a case and everything like that, and one of the doctors likes to listen to country music, and on the radio comes this particular country song that kind of had a familiar tune to it. It was like lyrically, it was very familiar, and they didn't even change up the song or anything like that, and that was Gin and Juice in country form. It was probably the worst rendition of
Are
Gin
you
and
serious?
Juice. I am dead serious,
That can't
man.
be right.
Yeah, I've heard that.
I am dead serious, man. This fool didn't even change the name up in it, because when he says his name is Snoop D-O-double-G, he said it in a country twang. I'm like, what in the entire fuck am I listening to? I'm like, y'all need to turn this shit off now. This is the but that was my source, my side eye. But it was the worst song I ever heard.
That's hilarious.
Bad. I'm sorry you had to deal with that, bro.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I'm sorry you had to experience that, man.
Yeah, man, it was horrible. A classic, and they destroyed it. White
Sorry.
people ruin everything, man.
Sorry, 10. Sorry. All right, man.
But moving on.
Moving on. Glad you're here.
So Ada, how you doing?
Oh.
I'm sorry, Lady Lavender, how you doing?
I'm good. I've got a sense of relief has come over me in the past couple of days, because first there was a tornado siren yesterday when I was in the shower and I didn't die. And I was also like, I just breathed. I was like, I'm in the safest spot. I'm washing my hair in the shower. If something happens, they say you're supposed to go to the bathroom anyway. And the second reason why I feel like a big sense of relief is I think it was yesterday that I saw online, I no longer have to be scared of this, Nick Cannon is getting a vasectomy, so I no longer have to be worried that I might be impregnated by him. I'm feeling pretty good about this.
Good shit. Good shit.
And I only have one more regular class day with kids before finals. And if you guys have seen the movie Snatch, it's one of my favorite movies. And one of the scenes in Snatch is where they're trying to rob the betting place, and she's there like, all bets are off.
I love it.
And so for me, every time a kid does something stupid, and I'm like, fuck them kids. So it's about that time of the year. I'm ready for them to go home. And not that I get away from them. I am doing some stuff with them in the summer, but it's almost done. I'm good.
Well, that's good.
Good shit. Glad you were here.
Hey,
man.
run through the tape. You'll try run through the tape, you know.
The kids are like, they have no sense. Like, I told them today, I was like, hey guys, I know I said this the past couple days, but look, this project is your final. So if you do this project and you finish it Monday, if you don't happen to come on the final day, I'm not going to mark you absent. Like, feel free to go. And one of these kids was like, well, I don't want to work today or Monday, so I'm going to come on final. I was like, bruh, I'm giving you an out. Like, you could literally not be here. That's the only thing you have to do on that day. Why don't you want to just finish your work today and Monday and not come to school? Anyway, kids are something else.
Fuck them kids.
But I love them. I really do. I don't really mean that when I say that. It's just that time of year where every teacher is like, I'm
we know you love them.
No, fuck
We
them
know you
kids.
love
the kids.
Like
for
we did 2 weeks ago when we talked about Sumner. Fuck them kids. No. Same energy. No, we keep it moving. But no, I'm glad you're here. Glad that you ain't got to worry about Nick. And glad you didn't die in the show.
Man, it's a relief. Relief for sure.
Vaginas relaxing all around the world.
Right on.
Hey, what's going on, Slim AC? How you living, pimp?
What up? What it do?
All
what
good.
It do? Shit, man. You know, been up. It's been down. Good days, bad days. Motoring through, but still moving over here. Shit, drove to Memphis this past weekend. And ended up on Bill Street for the first time. So that was an experience. Yeah, but did that. Me and my lady had to go to Memphis to see her dad because he's in the hospital.
Oh,
so,
sorry to hear that.
Yeah, so, I mean, but, you know, he's been in the hospital for a while, but, you know, it's far away, so we need to get there and check on him or whatever.
Right.
But, man, okay, question. If you see a bag just sitting randomly in the middle of anywhere, a store, a parking lot, anywhere, random bag, do you pick it up?
That's what Redman said.
No.
Redman said pick it up.
But he said a bag of weed.
No, you don't pick that shit up. You call it.
Nah, you leave that shit where you saw it.
I'm about to say you talking to a
movie.
You talking to a deployed vet, nigga. I see random trash on the ground, nigga. I walk around, nigga. I fuck around across the street if it look like it's trash that's been put there too perfectly.
Straight up. All right. Well, so we all in agreement.
Yeah.
Anyway, so 2 days ago, a lady comes into the store with a bag that she says she found in the parking lot. Says, hey, this bag was just sitting in the parking lot and I picked it up. And hey, it has a gun in it. Excuse me?
What?
Oh, fuck. Hey.
Wait, excuse
Go
me?
put that back, ma'am. Go put that back.
So I said, why'd you, the first thing that the nigga came out of me, all professionalism went out the window.
Yeah, why the fuck you bring that in here?
I was like, why are you bringing it here? And I almost said, why the fuck did you bring it in here? Why'd you bring it in here? She's like, well, I didn't know what to do with it. I was like, you should have left it alone. And
Bitch, walk around that shit.
so long story short, she says, well, I have to go because my granddaughter's sick and that's the only reason I came in here. So why the fuck are you fucking with random bags? You're sick and you come into the store. So anyway, I ended up having to stand outside and wait for the police for an hour and a half because she dropped the bag in front of the front door. And I wasn't about to touch that shit, and I didn't want nobody else really to pick up that shit. So,
Right.
Bro, y'all be having some activity going on where you man.
I say that to say defund the fucking police for taking 2 fucking hours to get there. And secondly, that per that conversation me and Ten had earlier, bro, my store is like literally off I-10. I can see from my fucking window.
God
That says a lot.
I mean, the police probably saw niggas and guns and was like, oh, this is just regular.
No, but the crazy shit is before the police came back, it was a white dude on a random motorcycle looking like fucking Cheech and Chong pull up. He's like, nah, that's my shit, man. I need it. And he got it. And thanks for watching it, bro. Thanks for watching, man. There's so much other shit on this bike, man. You just don't know, man. I was like, get the fuck away from me. I'm going back inside.
God.
Nah, you just became part of a movie. You don't even know it.
Yes, you did.
That's what just happened. But no, I'm glad you safe, bro.
Me too.
Run me my check if I'm in a movie.
All right, man.
Right.
Hey, real quick, bro, before you finish up, how's your mom doing?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what that's what I'm saying, man. Like right now, it's just one day it's up, one day it's down. So, again, there's still some multiple tests that have to be ran and multiple things that have to be done to decipher true treatment on what we got to do. So, just patiently waiting, man, to see, what these doctors do. And, once my patience run out, I will get aggressive.
All right.
Yeah, do what you gotta do, bro. You know what I mean?
For sure.
I just say stay strong, my brother.
Yeah, real talk. Yeah.
You know where your family is, man.
Yeah, and before I go, I know it's long, but again, Kim, Bosco, Joe, 10, all of y'all, like, literally reached out in some form or fashion, in the past week and a half or whatever, and I appreciate y'all, bro. Like, for real, y'all don't know. It's important. So, I appreciate y'all.
Hey, like I said, your family, dog.
Yep. Love you, bro. This ain't no saying, man. For sure.
Being thought of.
Hey, nigga, we survived Larry Smith, nigga, so you know I love you, bro.
Right.
Right, nigga. We long shank.
Hey, what's that shit?
Long shanks.
What was that shit? I am Shanks. Yeah, nigga. Anyway, man, keep it moving, bro. I mean to say anyway, but you know what I'm saying. Love, bro, love. Zeb the Soldier, how you doing?
I'm all right, man. I'm pretty good. Sorry you caught me as I was inhaling.
Of course.
Is that what you were doing? I couldn't tell.
My bad. I was being unprofessional.
Nah, fuck that.
So yeah, man. It's been cool. I've had an eventful and uneventful week at the same time. I got a new little segment called The Source of My New Eye.
Ooh.
Instead of The Source of My Side Eye.
Ooh. Third eye open. Let's go.
That's nice. Speak on it.
Well, yeah, I don't think it's going to be what you think, but so I don't know, I've mentioned it, maybe a couple times or something, I don't know exactly, throughout the time that we've been doing the podcast, that I've been involved with the podcast, I should say. That I have some serious vision issues. I've been dealing with them since I was like a freshman in college when it first began. And so anyways, I hadn't really spoke on this much, but if at all, over the past few years, I haven't had any health coverage, health insurance. Mm-hmm. So anyways, that just got resolved a few months ago. And I went to I had set an eye appointment for myself, a little bit ago, and it came up last week. Mm-hmm. So I went, I think it's like Tuesday last week, because I knew I needed to have a surgery. I've been needing to have a surgery for years. And make a long story short, I went to the eye doctor and they, did what they do. And what it is, the surgery is a corneal transplant. So I, me and my girl, my son was in there, and he was like, yeah, definitely, you definitely need to have it done. Why don't we, I think we can get you in Monday.
What?
I'm like, what?
What?
Yeah. I'm like, what? You know what I mean? And so, a lot of things kind of transpired between then and this past Monday. Mm-hmm. But I went on Monday and had the procedure done, had the surgery done.
All right, Chief.
So, all right. So yeah, man, so I've been there. So that's why I say it was eventful and uneventful, because the rest of the week I just been chilling, because I can't, I'm recovering basically still. Yeah. So I can't like lift over like 15 pounds and blah blah blah. Certain restrictions. So yeah, man. So yeah, when I say the source of my new eye, I didn't get a whole new eye, but I got a new cornea, and I'm still, I got a follow-up visit next week and blah blah blah. But yeah, man, I'm hopefully so in the upcoming days and weeks really. My vision's already, a lot better in that eye than it was. But like I said, everything's still healing up and shit. So,
so you got the patch off already?
Yeah. I only had the patch on for the first 24 hours.
Oh, okay.
And then I got to sleep with a shield over my eye.
Yeah.
I got to tape a shield to my eye.
Because you'll fucking scratch it like a crazy person.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. So that's been a trip. You know what I'm saying? How that I mean, because I wasn't expecting when I went to the doctor last week. I wasn't expecting to be talking to anybody today. You know, less than 2 weeks later. You know what I'm saying? And I already did the shit. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. You know. Yeah. Go ahead.
I'm about to say. So how many bottles of eye drops you got?
I got 2.
Okay.
I got two different drops that I got to do like 4 times a day for the week. And then so my girl, she been real diligent, you know, making sure that they get taken care of. So yeah, man.
Good shit, bro.
Yeah,
good
shit.
That's really cool. Congrats and best wishes with healing. And I feel like you need a new, like the doctor there should have prescribed you some more stuff to inhale, because I feel like that's even more of a reason to be like,
Well, I got a medical card, so, you know.
Oh, okay, I forgot you already got that.
Yeah. So, you know, I've been chilling.
Chilling. All right, man. Good shit, bro. Get that new vision. I love it. I fuck with it.
Yeah, man.
Joe Jeff. Coach. Track coach. What we say? Not Joe Powell. Joe Pop? Joe Pop. There we go. Joe Pop. What's going on? What's going on, fam?
Joe about to pop some of these kids.
Sir. No. Hey, since you
what you call a double entendre?
Yeah. Since you edited the podcast, I'm gonna need you to edit that out. I'm gonna need you to edit that out, Joe. At the 1940 mark, edit that out.
Fuck them kids, man.
The 1950 mark, edit that out also.
Go on and let it out, man. What's going on?
Go on, pimp.
These bastards have had a work stoppage.
What?
What?
Oh.
They went on strike?
Yeah, nigga. Graduation was on Tuesday. I ain't see no seniors until today.
You talking about track?
Got it.
Oh, wow.
I was looking for every able-bodied sophomore and freshman in the building to replace the motherfuckers, and they all had other shit going on. They showed up today, so we gonna run with the squad. But I was like, man, fuck y'all. Wow. My number one, maybe 1A, number 2, whatever you want to call him, that nigga's in Miami.
Wow.
Silly.
That's the look of disgust been on your face since you logged in. That's the look.
Yeah,
there we go.
His squad is gone.
No, you said something. I didn't realize.
My assistant coach quit too.
Your assistant quit.
Damn.
Damn, Joe.
And so it sounds like all of this shit came out of the blue. Like you ain't had no idea that none of this shit was going down.
Like you had no warning.
Fuck them niggas, man.
No warning.
I heard you say something online or in the chat group. You said something about a strike, and I didn't realize what you was talking about. But goddamn,
They said bye, Joe.
Yeah, fuck them little dudes, man. Fuck them. I don't know. We don't line them up. We gonna see what they do tomorrow. I got some young guys who got a chance to get out. I'm excited about them. But them seniors, they can go.
So what's the reason?
That's because
my new brother. When I say new brother, you know, me and the elder brother of Doom met a new brother about 4 years ago. He lives next door apparently to a coach at a local NAI school, St. Mary's. Mm-hmm. And he's like, "Oh man, I really need to connect you with such and such." He had old buddy text me today and asked me about my senior class. I was like, "You don't want these niggas."
Yeah.
I ain't no story going that way.
Yeah,
I thought job opportunity.
I ain't seen him all week.
And hey, he dope. He probably dope.
No,
You're like, come back next year. Come back in 2 years.
That nigga Joe did the plot twist on me.
Juniors, you know what I'm saying? Fuck these niggas. They fast. Fuck them niggas. You know what I'm saying?
They fast in their feet, but they slow in their mind.
They're immature. These COVID kids. They don't know what the fuck responsibilities are. They don't understand hard work. They trash. I mean, I don't know.
What's the reason
they
for
don't
the strike?
understand consequences. They don't understand that their actions had, like, something's going to happen to you. Because I feel like, I don't know about at your school, but I feel like in a lot of schools, the past 2 years, kids got to do whatever they wanted and didn't have to even do schoolwork and still are in the next grade the next year for 2 years in a row. And now I think they don't understand that life is life.
Mm-hmm.
Well, isn't that part of that No Child Left Behind?
Nigga, that was 4 administrations ago. What are you talking about?
Still in effect?
Look, it's still in effect.
That was 4 administrations ago. What are you talking about?
But isn't that still in effect?
I kind of hear what he's saying. Like, it kind of started there with, like, motherfuckers getting moved up along the way. And COVID just made it worse. COVID was the multiplier to that shit. I hear what Tien's saying.
No Child Left Behind ain't got nothing to do with social promotion.
Got to do what?
It has nothing to do with social promotion. It has to do with testing. It has to do with testing.
It has to do with testing, but it's still like we don't want you to feel bad that your peers are moving up and you ain't.
No. Y'all replied your own meaning to that. No, that's not what it was about.
What does it mean?
I just told you, they're testing. They test everybody. They test everybody to death. They're making sure that motherfuckers are not being socially promoted.
Right.
They make sure that they
also,
get tested.
Within those tests, when they teaching the teachers to test, are the teachers also teaching the kids to test?
Yeah, just teach the test.
So I hear what you're saying, but I hear what Tien's saying too. But that's not what we're here for. We're here for kids who are striking, not running. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah. Happy birthday to my youngest, Kennedy. She's 29.
There we go. Good news.
Happy birthday.
Yep.
You all right, pimp? We ain't talk about it. All right. You want to talk about it?
Hey, man, how you doing, bro?
Okay. I feel bad saying I'm good, dog. Like, I got kids graduating. I got kids going to get MBAs. Hopefully get MBAs. I got kids going to fucking San Francisco, going to med school. I got babies graduating preschool, even though I don't really believe in that concept. I still have to make sure he wipe his ass the right way, so I don't know what he's graduating from exactly.
That's more about your graduation from not having to pay for him to go to school anymore.
Right.
Thank you, Lavender. Yes, you are correct. You're correct. It's more about me graduating, giving less funds to Uncle Sam's Academy. You are correct. Right. Thank you. You're correct. They have gotten a lot of money from me for Grant and for Ellis. And Ellis has become the EP mascot because I'm always like, hey, man, I would love to stay and help, but I got to pick up Ellis. And somehow that's become the battle cry for everybody at the job. Like, I would stay too, but I also have to pick up Ellis. It's become a running joke. And so I said, I'm going to make T-shirts for motherfuckers like, I got to pick up Ellis. Because that's the thing is niggas be like, I want to stay and help y'all, but I got to go with Roger and pick up Ellis. I'm like, nigga, if you ever pick up my kid, I'll fucking punch you in the face. I swear to God. But, yeah, man, outside of that, man, survived. I was surprised. So, y'all know we took the week off. I had to go to graduation in Philadelphia.
Yes.
Couldn't make it to Texas for my oldest kid's son, my oldest son, kid, blah, blah, blah. His graduation from North Texas, but I was there for his JUCO graduation. So, as I said, I believe previously on the podcast, he being the big brother said, go support my baby sister. Y'all came down here for this graduation. I want y'all to be here for that. Whatever. So, took a 17-hour road trip with my twins and my mom, and it was pretty good. I thought it was going to be, I was prepared for the worst. Nigga, I
went
felt
smooth
like,
on you.
Hey, I felt like Jon Snow when the White Walkers was about to hit the wall, nigga. Winter was coming, nigga. I felt like winter was coming, but it was good. And like I know and it was good in a different way for me. Me and my mom, and we can get into that. Whatever, we still have bridges to cross, but I'm happy to see her progress as far as she had a stroke a couple years ago, and to see the progress as far as her strength. I didn't realize how much stronger she has gotten. Really not needing a lot of help. Getting in and out of the car, transitioning in the bathroom, shit like that. Just minor things that, if you're a child or especially a healthcare professional, things that you track. It's like she really doesn't need anyone for big things, like little minor things here and there that she needs help with. So it was good to see that and be able to take note of that.
That's dope.
Yeah. But, I mean, great week, man. Great week. Missed you guys, ladies. You know, when I say
Did you get a chance to listen to the re-release episode?
I didn't. I was like, I need to listen to it. I'm going to listen to it. And I saw you put the header. Congratulations, Outchea. Cause I think was that the episode where I announced that she was going to school.
That's scholarship.
Yeah, you announced that she had earned a scholarship.
Yeah,
and so and you mentioned
I smiled
the elder sibling as well.
Yeah, I smiled and saw the title, and I was like, this nigga Joe always on time. I just smiled. But being on the road, getting back here, and then getting back here, as far as like getting money back for the car and all that shit like that, that was a whole headache. But ain't gonna sour that. Motherfuckers got bigger problems. I can't complain about life right now, so I'm just really proud of, you know, Mods, Outchea, the twins. Didn't graduate, but I really believe they about to fucking set the state on fire as far as the football field goes. And I mean, of course, they are B+ students at school, you know, because that's why I required them. Like, you know, we don't do a C's around this motherfucker. But yeah, couldn't be happier. And the little ones, even though if Ellis come out this room one more time and tell me he about to have a bad dream, even though he ain't sleep. That might be, y'all might hear some yelling on the podcast.
He foreshadowing.
Yeah, so foreshadowing for the podcast.
We're gonna all have to go pick up Ellis.
I have to go pick up Ellis.
Hey, I gotta pick up Ellis. I'm about to pick up Ellis and throw his ass out the window.
Yeah, that's what it is.
But outside of that, man, I really can't complain, man. And I just glad to see y'all, man. Glad to be back on the mic talking to y'all, man. And appreciate y'all time this evening. Unfortunately, we gotta get to we gotta get to some bad news before we can get to some good news. Gunman kills 10 at Buffalo supermarket in racist attack. President Biden called for a thorough investigation. And I understand why you need a thorough investigation. He put it all out there on his Reddit page and on his 200-page manifesto. But anyway, it said there was no harbor for hate-filled domestic terrorism. The 18-year-old white gunman who pleaded not guilty left behind a manifesto.
When he said there's no harbor for people like this, isn't that what our whole fucking country is right now? Is a harbor for people like him?
Yes.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Pretty much. Yeah, man. This dude drove 200 miles on some... And this is where we at in this country right now. And before I get on, you know, y'all know me. You know, some weird soapbox where I'm just yelling to the microphone. I just feel this is where we are right now, where there's this echo chamber, and we're all... Because... news for the most part is put behind the paywall. We're all putting in these echo chambers where we don't get any real news, and we just talk to the people who just continue to reinforce our bullshit ideologies, and that's what we get for this. And no excuse for this motherfucker here.
No,
you just get up one day and say, "I'm gonna go to the black." Like that was his intention in the manifesto. Where he's like, "This place." In New York has the highest concentration of black people in this area. I'm going here and I'm going to start shooting black motherfuckers.
Well, I think that's the misperception though, bro. What you just said actually.
What's up?
Is that you just get up one day and decide to do that? Like,
yeah, my bad.
I mean,
poor right.
You know, and I know that's not how you meant it. I know, you know, I know what you were saying, but I'm saying like to oftentimes how these types of situations, these types of incidents are covered in the media, in the news. You know, they make it appear that way. You know what I'm saying? Whereas, I mean, this dude had this shit well thought out to the point to where he, like you said, he drove 2 hours or 200 miles or whatever.
And hold on, Zed, my bad. And also, see, I don't mean to cut you off, but you're right. That was poor wording on my part. He actually did a recon prior to. So that, like I said, thank you for calling me on my poor verbiage. I appreciate it.
Hey, but I have a question real quick. Do y'all know what this replacement theory thing is that they was talking about? Because I'd never heard of it.
Neither have I.
Until they mentioned it. Like, what is that about? Does anybody know what that's about?
It's basically just
the whole theory that white people have, that they feel like the minority numbers are getting bigger and bigger, and pretty soon white people aren't going to exist because every white person's having sex and having babies with somebody who's brown, and pretty soon the browns and tans then take over, and white people are going to lose all their rights and not have anything, and they're going to be suffering, and we're going to enslave them, and like all this shit that they seem to believe is going to somehow happen.
Yeah, Roger laid it out when we were talking about the anniversary of Fear of a Black Planet, the skit from there. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, what'd you say? Black couple, black baby.
Yeah, in PE, Public Enemy played it out back then, but it more goes along to the line of what white supremacists see, because like black people aren't saying you're diluting the black blood, but that's what's happening though, right? If you're a black man, black woman, whoever lays with a white woman, that blood's being diluted, but we are just like, okay, that's what happens. Love is love. But you see, I mean, don't get me wrong though, there are some black extremists out there who also fall in line with this. But you see more white supremacists or white nationalists who fall in line with that one drop of black blood has diluted the line. And so that's what you talk about, this white replacement theory or this reverse racism and all this other whatever the fucking shit that people want to say out there in this world. I don't know. But
and that's also why the similar incident happened a couple of years ago when old buddy went down to the Walmart in El Paso.
Yep.
And shot 9 Mexicans at the border. Exact same
it's
paradigm.
Exact same bullshit, man. People are that you get into these fucking echo chambers, and people reinforce this bullshit. And bruh, I don't like the thing is, dog, race is a fucking construct. People need to step that aside. In biology, there is no fucking race, bro. And the thing is, dog, there ain't no pure blood. Ain't no pure niggas out here. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no pure white people out this motherfucker, dog. Like, as soon as white people decide to get on the fucking boat and hop over to South Africa, nigga, or whatever the fuck, dog. It's maddening. People need to let this shit go.
Yeah, they really do.
Because what's gonna happen is it's gonna be more of this shit.
But see, also, I mean, the bottom line is racism brings in money, man. I mean, racism and money go hand in hand to me.
Explain.
Well, you know, if they keep they keep the racism going and they keep the separation going. You know, they increase their benefits, they increase their dividends this way. You know, because
I feel you. I mean, definitely the separation. If you make blacks, whatever that is, whites, whatever that is, feel that we are two separate groups, it's easy to control the divide.
It's easy to control. It's easier to control that divide. But you know, to me, but like you said, man, I definitely, you know, there really is no race. There's no race. There's no such thing really as racism or anything like. We're all human beings. We all bleed red. We all, you know, melanin is just a chemical that turns your skin a color.
Dog, it protects you from the sun.
Everyone has
it absorbs.
Where you were born at, you're gonna have more melanin. It's an actual biological reason why you will have more melanin. Because I'm out in the fucking sun. I need protection.
And it don't crack. Don't crack at all.
It don't. That too.
I was thinking just now because I forgot that theory that white people have of this great replacement theory.
Yes.
Have we just been hearing all those people on Fox wrong? Have they been saying GRT? They're anti-GRT and not CRT, like they're anti-great replacement theory. I know that's seriously. I don't know why they're not talking more about that.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I think it's
I don't know what to call it, man. It's very sickening, and I don't want to get to this thing where like we make excuses for this white man, and I'm gonna call him a white man. He's 18.
Exactly, he's not a boy.
Because if oh boy, damn it, what's the 12-year-old that got shot in Cleveland, hopping out of the car?
That's Tamir Rice?
Yeah, Tamir Rice.
No.
Well, the police officer was hopping out the car. But
the police officer. Okay, no.
He was at a park.
Oh, when
I
he
don't
was
know
at the park under that gazebo thing?
That's Tamir Rice.
Yeah, that's Tamir Rice. I don't know if that's who Roger's talking about.
No, I mean Tamir. I didn't mean the cop, but the young boy that got shot. They made it sound like he was a young man, even at 12 years old.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So you 18, you can join the military. You're a man, in my opinion.
For sure, you can vote.
You can vote.
Yeah. No, you grown. You grown.
But not if you're white.
I actually reported.
Not if you're white.
You said not if you're white?
Not in America, not if you're white.
I reported like 17 stations because, like, you know how different news feeds come up. Every time they called him a child or a young man, I would like correct the article, or I'd go back on their websites and be like, oh, so you called this, 16-year-old minor a man, so are you going to correct that? I actually got blocked from like 4 or 5 news stations.
I can believe it.
So I felt
I like the energy.
I felt real accomplished.
Same energy, but here's the thing, though.
Welcome to the club. Been there, done that. Rode all the rides.
Joe been blocked since motherfucking 2009. Was it 19, 20, somewhere in there? But here's the thing, though.
Took the ride, huh?
This young man, I hate speculating. To me, someone who hops up and says 200 miles, manifesto, all this like that, he may be suffering from some kind of fucking mental health, whatever. But, I'm just saying. But, you shake your head. You shake your head, Kim. I can see you on your camera. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. That's fine. But what I'm saying is these echo chambers and the social media and all this bullshit that's going on nowadays is meant to target specific groups who are fucking, whether it be black, white, Hispanic, blah, 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 blah. He's a weak-minded motherfucker. I'm sorry.
Yeah, let's call it weak-minded. Let's not say mental illness because people are going to be like...
I was about to jump side.
Hold on, one at a time.
I have a flip side.
Hold on, AC ain't spoken in a minute. Let AC speak. Go ahead, bro.
Like, fuck him. Like, this motherfucker went into a supermarket and shot grandmas and grandpas, bro. He didn't go into a park with some niggas hanging out, like, smoking weed in the park, chilling, doing whatever. Not that that's better, but I'm saying, like, literally... This weak-minded motherfucker went into a grocery store, a little mom and pop grocery store, and shot grandmas and grandpas, dude.
I know.
Like I hate that shit's a different level. Like
that's a tactician. Yeah.
Like that's a different feeling. Like for me, like the same way with that Dylan Rope shit. Like you went into a church, you targeted grandmas and grandpas. Like it's beyond something. For me, it's beyond that. Just that sick, weak-minded shit, man, that you could go and do something like that. That's what's maddening to me. Like, beyond just the black people part, it's the vulnerable part, too. Like, you claim to be this tough, outgoing, standing up for this and that, and you pick on the weakest, the ones who can't defend themselves.
Right. They definitely go to soft targets. They don't walk up in the fucking police station and do that shit.
No.
They don't do that to the military.
No, you can't get on a military base, nigga. Good luck.
You get his ass. You know what I'm saying.
No, I'm saying, but nowadays at the 9/11, nigga, like I'm in the military and I still gotta like open my butt cheeks and show my ID at the same time to get on the base, nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
and I hear you. I definitely hear you, AC. What was I about to say? I lost. Damn, ADHD kicked in. But if we keep talking, it'll come back to me. But. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, and that's that like it's that cowardice, and but I'm still.
Well, bro, it's what it is. It's terrorism.
It is terrorism, but
that's what it is.
That's exactly
terrorism.
what it is.
Just like how motherfuckers, that we traditionally think is terrorists are like suicide bombers and shit. They might blow up a motherfucking cafe, or they might go into a mosque and blow up some shit, or. In a shopping center and blow themselves up or some shit, and these are soft targets, you know what I'm saying? And the motive behind it, the thought behind it is to create terror, to go to where motherfuckers feel the most safe and comfortable. You go into the grocery store, you know what I'm saying?
Hit the nail on the head, soldier.
But on this,
yeah, man, so it's terrorism, man, and anything short, if he gets charged of anything short than domestic terrorism, you know what I'm saying, then that's going to be a lapse of justice and a lapse of the justice system working properly. You know what I mean?
And I I, 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 He's 18. Yes, he's still. We
Yeah.
consider him a man, but we've all been 18 and done. We ain't done no shit like this. But
Hell,
on this
fuck no.
but no. But on this podcast before, we have talked about athletes and things of that nature that put fucked up things out into the atmosphere, and then we say allow growth and forgiving. So let's let me play. I hate saying devil's advocate. It's not really. I'm not really playing devil's advocate. So he has this manifesto, and it comes to light, but he doesn't do these transgressions. He doesn't kill these people. What do we say or happens then? Was this a young man who was troubled by whatever he's hearing and seeing that his white race is going to be erased from the planet? And we also don't know what, because like his parents are acting like they just ignorant to the fact that I would like to think if my 2 16-year-old boys were plotting on walking into a building and killing all the white kids, at least some in the North, I would have had an idea of it, but his parents are just claiming ignorance to it. They saying we did not know. We did not know.
I seen some shit. I can't remember if it was today or yesterday. I guess it was some shit that was released from something that he had wrote, and he was saying that his parents didn't know him. His parents didn't know that he had this, and this. He's talking about these weapons that he got. His parents didn't know that this is how he feels about these things. So, I don't know. I can't obviously validate or invalidate, whether or not what they knew or what they didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Now, I also saw some shit that I think his aunt, one of his aunts or something like that, came out and they was trying to blame it on COVID, that he was suffering from anxiety. He's been suffering from anxiety since COVID and blah, 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 blah.
Everybody in the United States has been suffering through COVID, and we have not.
Right.
Like the thing, I was trying to find it. They deleted the tweet. There's just a screenshot up. There was a guy, and there was a couple of people on Twitter. I couldn't get on the numbers, but it was more than like a couple of hundred who were like co-signing the fact that he had a toothache and he went to a Jewish dentist, and the dentist didn't do this, which led to this. And they were trying to blame Democrats for not having universal health care. And I'm like, well, why didn't he shoot? To me, I'm like, well, why didn't he shoot Republicans? Because they ain't never been for universal health care.
My tooth hurt so bad that I drove 200 miles to shoot the black people.
No,
Hey, I'm not from New York, but I know that the capital of New York, the state of New York, is Albany.
Yeah.
Not Buffalo. So,
that too.
Why don't you try to Albany then?
Yeah, no, so
They got black people in Albany.
But,
Yeah, they do.
But also, it's that thing when black bodies, or like even with Dylan Roof, right? When black bodies are displayed and black bodies are shot up, it's everything but white supremacy and white nationalism.
Yeah.
It's you shouldn't have been here. It's Democrats. It's universal health care. These niggas had a bad tooth. It's like, no, he had a 200-page manifesto where he said, I hate niggas.
Yeah, he was very clear on his motive.
And one thing is that we're blaming mental illness. Mental illness has, I don't think, in my opinion, mental illness has nothing to do with this shit.
I'm not going to go that far.
His upbringing. His upbringing is probably part of it, and his influences. Whoever influenced him to be this racist, to target minorities in this.
He claimed to be self-radicalized online.
Yeah.
We're self-radicalized. There you go.
But that's where he's. That's where he's getting this.
But that self-radicalization comes from looking at all these different websites and information that people are putting out there, and posts that he's seeing, and the repeated videos of like Christchurch, which still for some reason haven't been taken down.
Oh, so you can still watch that shit?
Yeah.
I was just reading an article today about all the places you can still see it.
And
that's crazy.
Also, I mean, they took a lot. They took down a lot of the videos, and unfortunately, this shit popped off on the day of my daughter's graduation. So I come back to the hotel room, and I'm like, wait a minute, 10 people died in Buffalo, New York. And what the fuck is this? And so for people who don't know out there, maybe I don't know if people here in our group know, like this dude was like full out military gear. Had a modified, like an judging by the barrel of the weapon, M4. I'm definitely not M16. If he had an M16, whoa. But like a modified M4, had nigger.
How do you get that and your parents don't know?
That's dog. I don't.
That's
when the parents.
Yeah, I gotta realize all these websites he's going to are giving him all the tips on how to get all this stuff. They're like, oh, you're only 18. We can do it this way.
Yeah,
you
but you
don't want
gotta
your
get
parents to
delivered
know.
to the
Do it
house,
this
though.
way. I'm sure that's what is happening.
Well, I think you can go to a gun store and buy that shit if you're
If he's 18,
Yeah,
yeah.
and if you don't have like a criminal record and shit, like this is the United States of America, man.
That is
like,
true.
You know
But
what
his
I'm saying?
parents got him a gun at age 16.
Right?
So
Yeah. You know what? That's true. That's true. You're right.
The article said one of those articles did mention that.
Yep. You're right.
There's a lot of information out there. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't know. But
and I want to throw that out too, man. That's one. In my opinion, that's one of the issues is the access that we have to guns. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not fucking trying to repeal the Second Amendment and take away people's guns and shit like that. But there has to be man, this motherfucking, we so fucking armed. You know what I mean? That it's crazy, bro. You know what I mean? It's crazy. I seen, and this is kind of but I read a little article a couple weeks ago about the young Dolph shooting. It was about his autopsy, actually. That's like that man was shot 22 times. You know what I'm saying? 22 times, man. You know, because the type of weaponry that these motherfuckers was dealing with, you know? And because people got ideas, people think all sorts of thoughts all over the fucking place. But the thing I think that separates us oftentimes is that you could actually do that shit here. You know, it's like what we advertise ourselves as, America, the land of dreams and opportunity. So if you want to go commit mass murder because you're a racist or for whatever other reason, you have plenty of fucking opportunity to do that because you can get the weaponry. All you gotta do is be able to have the fucking nuts to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's an issue. In my mind, that's a motherfucking issue.
My question is, why would you need something that that powerful?
To be clear, I don't know the caliber weapon he had. It might have been a modified M4, so that's basically a hunting rifle. That's just modified, really. You can have a modified M4. That can be 22 caliber. That can be 30.
Right,
you can have it how you want to have it, right? I doubt he had that. Judging by, that's what I was trying to get into. To me, that's the part that fucked me up was he had military or like police type armor. Right. I believe the initial report was like the police shot at him, and that if y'all remember like a couple years ago in L.A. when them niggas robbed that bank.
Oh yeah,
and that was a long ass time ago.
That's like 15, 20 years ago. My bad, I'm old. I remember the video. Nigga walking down the street.
That shit was crazy.
He just catching rounds from the police and just walking.
Catching rounds, yeah.
That nigga had like a bomb suit on. You know what I'm saying? And just
they made movies emulating that. Yeah. See that.
And so, to me, he probably had like some military plating, some plating that's up to like 50 caliber. So when the police hop up with their little 45s, whatever the fuck, and the bullets just bouncing off this nigga. And then the thing that fucked me up though was he had the camera live streaming the shit.
Yeah.
Hey, that shit looked like
that
a
shit
fucking
fucked
game.
me up.
You saw it?
Oh yeah.
I accidentally watched it, and it looked totally like a video game when it was because I was like, "What is this?" And I was like, "Holy shit!"
Dog.
Yeah.
Nigga, when he reloaded the weapon, it looked like a fucking video game. It looked like
Call of Duty. Nigga.
Call of Duty or something. Yeah.
Call of Duty, but just a bunch of niggas running around screaming.
Damn.
Nigga.
That's horrible, man.
Yeah, this nigga had the GoPro on the helmet, and which is really like a military accessory, right? We just have like night vision goggles on this shit. This nigga said, for night vision goggles, I'm gonna put a GoPro camera on my shit.
So maybe he has the modified hunting rifle. How the fuck do you get the fucking armor and your parents don't know?
I don't know about that.
That I don't know. Yeah, and he even said, what I read earlier, he even said that shit. He was like, I got all this military shit that my parents don't even know about. He didn't. From what I read, he didn't explain how he got it or anything. But
he got it.
Like
Yeah.
the
He was able to
rifle,
go get it.
the Kevlar helmet you can get at a couple of surplus spots.
Well, you can get that, yeah.
GoPro, blah blah blah. But like, how you get the body armor, nigga? That's what.
Yeah,
that's
you
what I'm
don't.
like.
That's
I
not
think
a
to Joe's
military
point, he's
surplus.
like, how are you getting all this shit in your parents' house and your parents don't have any of the inkling? How do they not have the knowledge base that you have a whole fucking armory upstairs in your closet?
Before we go down that road, though, I will say we're gonna pretend like there are parents that don't give a fuck what their kids do.
Yeah.
I grew up with a bunch.
Or like,
black and
I
white.
give my kids all the privacy. They can keep whatever they want in their
Black
closets.
and-
Like they may never go in there
Black
and see
and
anything in
white.
the room.
Black, we are all common sense Negroes on this podcast. Like you can't close a door in my house, nigga. That's where I'm at. We are common, yeah. But there are a lot of Negroes and white parents out there just like, as long as little Billy and Bobby Joe or Kawan and whatever the fuck come home, I'm happy.
Yeah, I'm just thinking back, like when I was a kid, man. Like I was able to get away with like having a Too Short tape, or you know what I'm saying, some NWA shit or something like that. But I feel like I don't know if I would have been able to get away with a motherfucking assault rifle.
No, nigga. I thought I was getting over on Brenda Kay and Sylvester because I had my little Richard Pryor collection down the street when they said goodnight to me and I was 10. Nigga, best believe I had some motherfucking armor up in the house.
Yeah.
Shit.
Sylvester Whisper was like, "Hey, nigga, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
I know what this is."
But yeah, man. I mean, you don't know how everybody run their household, though.
You're right,
so
you're right.
I mean, it's not inconceivable. Like that doesn't really.
It's not inconceivable.
That doesn't really surprise me that he was able to get away with that shit. You know what I mean? Like you said, a lot of parents are really lax.
No, a lot of,
you know,
like,
for whatever reason, they not paying that close of attention to what's going on in their kids' room.
So that sound like that version of lax is called culpable.
I know, I agree.
I think I wouldn't. Hey, man.
Oh, they had some jail right next to
upset.
it.
Yeah, I
I
wouldn't
agree.
be upset.
I
I wouldn't
agree.
be upset with it.
Hey, working at Cred Behavioral Health Center for a number of years has opened my eyes to the things that parents either are ignorant to or just plain out don't give a fuck about, and most of it was just don't plain give a fuck about.
Yeah, because it's just easier to turn a blind eye.
Yeah,
You can't. You know what I'm saying? You ain't actually got to work. You ain't actually got to be a parent.
He assembled a fucking arsenal in your house. Fuck that. You need to go to jail.
No, I agree with you, Joe. I agree. I'm just saying.
I agree too.
Yeah.
I agree too.
I agree.
You're an accomplice.
You are.
You're an accomplice.
You're an accomplice.
There were other children in the home, so that would be a situation where I would call DFS and let them know that the other children were in the home were at risk.
Man,
I'm coming for
them
folks.
children-
They had a younger
minimum.
sibling?
Yeah, the younger siblings. He was afraid that they were, in one of the articles I read, he was afraid that they were going to get into his stuff and go and tell the parents.
Yeah.
So maybe his younger siblings was afraid of him and kept distance. The whole thing is just
them
weird.
younger siblings hanging upside down, putting guns together, and saying "nigger" with the hard R. They all being trained. I don't care. Fuck them parents. I don't give a fuck. Cause here's the thing, though, right? If you one of them parents, like I'm surprised and shocked, I ain't seen them niggas on video. Have y'all seen them?
No, I haven't.
Parents know.
Have y'all seen his parents? The cryingness, saying we sorry for the victims of this tragedy. Have y'all seen them parents? Cause you best believe when it's black parents, when it's a black kid go out there do some crazy shit, the parents got to put the full Sunday best on, and then we got to be out there saying whatever the fuck. I ain't seen these niggas out here in suspenders or nothing.
I ain't heard shit from that parent. From the parents that had the kids shoot up the school either up in Michigan.
Yeah. Well, they in jail. They charged them motherfuckers. I assume they in jail. I don't know. They might have found it out.
I've seen pictures of them. I ain't seen the niggas on camera.
Yeah, I seen pictures. Yeah.
I agree with.
But
you.
yeah, they got arrested. I know that much.
Yeah, I agree with Joe.
They might not have the opportunity.
Like you best believe, man. I love my kids dearly, man. But let one of these little niggas go in here and shoot up a school, and I ain't know about it. I'm be like, hey, I got other kids in the house. I did not know. These niggas is crazy. Put them in jail today.
Yeah.
Keep them away from my other kids, because these niggas is doing some other shit. I do not agree.
But man, I said a few podcasts ago, man, that I think, and I think that the evidence shows it clearly that there's a sickness, and it's not just there's obviously the sickness of racism in this country that's been going on since its inception. But there's also just there's a sickness. I don't know. Maybe it's the same thing because this ain't really nothing new, man. I mean,
It's not.
Black people have been being terrorized, since we've been here. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
maybe the sickness ain't as new as I thought it was. Maybe it has nothing to do with the internet and all that shit. Maybe that kind of exacerbates it. Maybe it amplifies it.
They said this is the largest race-based attack on African Americans since Rosewood, 1923.
Rosewood, that was in 23.
But I'm saying, I'm saying,
what was it in Sharp? Was it about 7 or 8 people in that church?
Yeah, somewhere in there. Yeah.
Yes.
It was 9.
9.
Yeah.
So so one more. I mean, and obviously life is life. So, I ain't trying to make but.
But it's more access to weaponry, I believe, also, and I think, I definitely believe these echo chambers of social media are affecting the minds. So what you were saying when what you were talking about earlier in the earlier podcast, Zeb, I definitely believe social media plays a part in this shit. If you're not around it, if you're not involved in the lives of people of color and also black people, because there's a definite distinction, whatever, you know what I'm saying. But you in the echo chamber where you're saying these people are about to take away your livelihood.
Yeah.
And you also ain't got parents who ain't fucking checking in on your crazy fucking ass, your fucking dumb ass, and maybe they feeding into it. You know what I'm saying? This shit happens.
Yeah, real talk.
Because I could be a parent to say I could easily tell my kids, yeah, you out here in Lee Summit North, and these white people singing your praise because you catch footballs, but white people don't care about you at all. I could easily say that, but why would I say that? Why would I do that? That's stupid.
Well, it's evident.
Because you're gonna sow hate.
No, I don't say hate.
I mean?
I'm saying there are white people who gonna fuck with you,
for sure,
and love you. And there are black people who fuck with you, love you, and they're gonna be the same thing across the board. You got to figure it out, my man. You know what I'm saying? But this shit is crazy, dog. These people shouldn't be dead just because they black. And also we missing the fact. Also we didn't point it out and talk about it that there was a white person in that store that he pointed a gun at and apologized to.
Sorry. Really? I didn't know that.
He said, I'm sorry, and moved on down the line, bro.
Wow.
Oh, y'all didn't know that?
I didn't know that.
If you didn't see the video, and then also I think it's kind of been.
I knew that before I saw the video. I saw the video and I saw him say it, but I had heard that before I saw the video.
But also, I be on Twitter, tracking Twitter. They also kind of got away from playing that part too, or letting that narrative go too. But yeah, this like that barrel with nigger on it was pointing at a white man, and he said, not mumbled, clear as day, said, I'm sorry, and moved the fuck on down the line, bro.
Yeah. I mean,
it's
terrorism,
it's
bro.
A fucking sickness, dog. It's a fucking sickness, dog. And we can't teach that niggas was once slaves and white people were bad.
Right.
Because that's bad, right? But this shit can happen. And we gotta just be like, okay, we going the next day. Hey, pray for Ukraine. But fuck these niggas that died in Buffalo, New York, right?
Right. Yeah, real talk.
Can we talk about that?
I think that what Muhammad Ali say back in the day?
What'd he say?
He said, ain't no Vietnamese ever called me a nigger.
That's true.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Why the fuck I need what beef I got? Why I need to go over there? You know what I'm saying? When we got shit going on here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Joe.
Go ahead, my bro. My bad, bro.
Can we talk about this as critical race theory? Can we? Is this something that should be banned from schools because it's about race?
It make white people feel bad.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what's going to happen.
According to their argument,
I never owned slaves, but
according to their argument, then yeah, that's exactly it shouldn't be talked about
And that's the
because
bullshit
it might make you feel bad, might hurt your feelings.
But we all know here, because we all smart black people, we know it's more than that, though. It's just about slavery and making you feel bad. It's about a system that's been designed to fuck us up and continue fucking us up.
So here's my question about the system. I've been watching, people I know who are Republican post articles that are distancing themselves from this dude. Can conservatives get away from this dude?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
What they've been saying is he, in his manifesto, 180 pages of rambling, and he's 18 years old, so it's probably not very well written.
Probably not. A lot of periods being missed.
Probably all that shit. It was basically saying that conservatism is dead. And he said that, at one point he was in love with socialism. He considers himself to be a fascist. You know what I'm saying? Can conservatives, did they create the environment that fostered this? Can they distance themselves from him?
I believe they play a part in it. Are they the sole reason or excuse for it? I don't believe so.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Has Tucker Carlson been hollering about
he has
replacement theory?
He has.
Yeah, but to me, I believe it's like when we get on here and we talk about how some black folks get lumped into like BLM and shit like that.
Right.
Tucker Carlson is a fucking. But then again, you're right. I can't. John
McCain was a conservative. He wasn't. That wasn't. I never heard him talk shit like that.
He's not a Trump conservative. We're talking about.
Okay, well that's a different. Okay, well now you added on a different.
So
you added on a different stipulation. You said a Trump conservative.
Yeah.
Now,
So what you?
I don't know that the regular conservatives exist anymore. I don't think the McCain strand of conservatism exists anymore. I think it's gone.
So
I think that it exists. I think that it's just drowned out.
Yeah,
I think the guys are going into the mainstream.
McCain would be a moderate by today's measures.
By standards.
He'd be a rhino. I've heard him called a rhino.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. I think that's true.
I don't agree he's a rhino.
No, I'm saying I agree that that's what he'd be classified as.
Because he also was the one that said there should be no Martin Luther King holiday. But anyway, if you a motherfucker to tune in to Tucker Carlson, then yes. Yeah. I don't. Damn it, Joe. Yes, conservatives play a part in this. There we go.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Can they just so if they say they play a part, can they say, nah, it's not us. It's like this is not us because he's claiming to be fascist. We conservatives. We're fascists.
Yeah, but can
they do that?
I'd be like, no, you can't. I mean, you can't. Yeah,
they can and they will do
Can they do it?
Oh, they're doing it.
Because all they're going to say is, that's all they say every time. This is not us. They're not part of us. We condemn white supremacy, and then they go to the white supremacist parties and give them money and shit.
No,
so,
most of them say that
yes,
there is no such thing as white supremacy.
Well, I think they can distance themselves, but I think it's a point where you cross the line too. And I think honestly, like the line was crossed in the boldness when they officially let somebody like Trump get elected. Mm-hmm. But at that point, the line is crossed. So the like I said, the lights are on, the roaches is out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like at this point, they're not going back in. They there now, so now they're just going to announce their.
That toothpaste is out of the tube.
Yeah.
It ain't going back in. I don't know. It's some ugly shit, and I don't know what we're gonna do about it. But is there anything that can be done to circumnavigate or prevent the next thing from happening? Because, like I said, this happened in El Paso. It happened in South Carolina. He praised old buddy down in New Zealand in his manifesto, and how he killed 51 Muslims. Mm-hmm. Is there a way to stop this from happening again?
I don't believe there is.
Not under the
internet is still a thing. There's no way.
Mm-mm.
No, like I said, bro, there's really nothing stopping anybody from doing this sort of thing, regardless of whatever your ideologies and beliefs are, other than your own motherfucking whether you got the balls to do it or not, really. You know what I'm saying? You got obviously with the internet,
I don't like
social
you
media.
I don't like you calling
whatever. Okay, whether you got.
I think it's like.
I understand where you. Yeah, I understand where you're coming from. Yeah, I understand. I totally understand what you're saying. But whether you allow yourself, whether you, you know what I'm saying, just will give yourself the fucking freedom, I guess, to do that, to do that sort of act, man, because like Roger's been saying pretty much this whole conversation, the echo chambers, they're there. You know what I'm saying? The access to the weaponry, it's there. So what's there to stop? You know what I'm saying? The police, they can't. We don't live in the minority report and shit. Like you can't. Like they said, that he made some sort of threat or something to his high school or something about graduation.
Well,
so,
I mean,
you can kind of like you can identify certain red flags and certain factors and shit, but we can't lock a motherfucker up for certain, because a motherfucker thinks a certain way or because they said certain things.
I don't think we can do the precog, but what I'm saying is you said that there's these pockets on the internet that allow such and such to happen. Well, we've seen people's accounts get deleted from Twitter.
Right.
And can we have legislation that goes in and cleans it up? That bullshit. Yeah, I mean, can we?
But does that? I don't know really shit about the dark web and things of that nature. But does that?
Then,
because it seems to always be a loophole. Go ahead, bro. That's all I want to say.
No, I was going to say, but then you get into that free speech argument.
Also, yep, true that.
Yep. But I'm saying the free speech argument's been there, and they banned Trump from Twitter. They banned Talib Kweli from Twitter. You know what I'm saying? They banned several people from Marjorie Taylor Greene from Twitter.
But Twitter it's not. I mean, it's
proprietary.
Yeah. And he was doing a lot of his shit on Reddit and some other corners of the web.
It was like Discord or something like that.
Discord,
I think. Or was that what he filmed it or what he showed it on?
I believe Discord is where he announced and published his manifesto.
Twitch. Yeah. Twitch was something.
Yeah, I think it's Twitch.
Discord, Twitch.
Yeah, it was Twitch.
They fall into the same line.
It was Twitch.
Yeah, but he also did. I heard Discord mentioning this shit, and I know we got Joe and I got a home Shamari. And I've been on the, and I don't even really know what Discord is. It's the only time I think gamers Discord. Yeah, that's kind of what I heard too.
Well, gamers. So I mean,
also
there are hip hop artists that use Discord
just
too.
So many. It's the internet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The internet's bigger than Twitter's big. Twitter's big than a motherfucker, but the internet's bigger than Twitter.
But
you know what I'm saying? Twitter is just something that's inside of the internet or whatever. You remember that Dave Chappelle skit? When he was like, well, if the internet was a real place, how wild it'd be. You know what I mean? So, like, I don't know if you can legislate that, man. Like that, once again, like you just said, Joe, that the toothpaste is out the tube on the internet. Like, I don't know how you reel that back unless you do some China shit. You know what I'm saying? Unless you, like, just seriously just crack down and, become like a communist or totalitarian type of situation or some shit like that.
But we also we got away from the whole thing of like free speaker. Like there are motherfuckers out there that would listen to our podcast and be like, these niggas need to be shut down. They laughing at all kind of crazy shit.
For sure.
Right. But we get away
right.
from the other thing of like how did this young man get all this weaponry? And how do gun lobbyists have such a stronghold on Washington and this nation that you get modified M4s and fuck the M4 dog like Joe asked and I think Zeb asked too, where the body armor come at, bro? I mean, he got shit that I had in Iraq, bro, where you can shoot me in my motherfucking chest and it might knock me back, but I'm gonna keep moving.
Right.
Or it might knock the air out of me depending on the caliber of round and how close you are, but I'm not gonna die that day.
But see, this is where I think, man, I think it needs to be explored and talked about more, is that I don't think this shit is just one-offs.
It's not.
You know what I'm saying?
It's not.
So
he's not the only one that got that shit.
So you had these chat situations, and you had these people congregating, however many it may be, you know what I'm saying, these echo chambers. And there's people in these echo chambers that may have been in the military, you know what I'm saying, may have come up on some motherfucking military gear. And, who knows how long a motherfucker been talking to this motherfucker, been grooming him. Like, they ain't willing to actually do that shit. But you know what? I got some body armor. I know, a buddy of mine got some body armor. And, you talk to a motherfucker, he young, you talk to him and build him up. Motherfuckers been doing this shit in the streets forever. You know what I'm saying? OG motherfucker, get a young motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? And put him under his wing and raise him up, to be the little homie, you know what I'm saying? And so forth and so on. We need some work put in, little nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to hand you this pistol. You know what I'm saying? You go handle that. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same type of mind frame and the same type of movements. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
We talking about precogs and not being able to arrest people for shit they ain't did yet and freedom of the internet, but I don't understand how you can procure fucking body armor and if there's no registry that sets off fucking red flag.
Bruh, you'd be surprised.
Because you could buy whatever you dog. That's what I'm saying.
No, I hear the question. I hear the question. I hear the question. Like, why is that an option? I hear what you're saying, Joe.
I got you. Yeah.
But
I don't know.
And I don't know.
I gotta register my vehicle.
But you don't. It's a lot of motherfuckers that drive around with unregistered vehicles.
Okay.
It's a lot of motherfuckers that drive around with no license.
And that's illegal, and you get arrested for that.
Well, a lot of motherfuckers don't, though. That's what I'm saying. You can get away with it, is what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not saying you can't get away with it.
I know how it happens.
I'm saying to you that it is illegal, that there is legislation.
Oh, it's illegal, but I would say as a member of the military, I know how it happens. You just the count gets lost. If you have a supply sergeant or someone who is willing to basically FUD the numbers, I know how it happens. And also, I can definitely see how it happens on the local level with the police force. We talk about police departments who are getting transition of military. We talked about it when we talk about the whole BLM kicked off and these niggas was getting military equipment transferred to police departments. And that transfer of authority, I can definitely see how one or two, not vehicles, but I can see how one or two tactical vests end up quote unquote coming up missing or unaccounted for.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So what happens is, so you can be a property book officer and you can say, I gave you 10, and some guy can say, well, I only counted 8, and then somehow, some way, it's just appeased, and people sign declarations or whatever to say he got 8, blah blah blah. It's a very weird accounting system on the military.
Yeah, man. Look, shit come up missing all the time, bro.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry I bored the podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it don't just disappear.
It don't disappear.
You know what I'm saying? It don't just vanish out of existence. You know what I'm saying? So it goes somewhere. Somebody got it somewhere. I mean, there are fucking famous paintings and shit that have been missing for decades that is sitting in some rich motherfucker's private gallery up in their crib. You know what I mean? Like, that's just somewhere. Like, so, that shit can happen, but that's really interesting. I would like to know more about that, the investigation on where, they trace that shit, where that shit came from.
They got a chip in my dog.
They do.
Why the fuck they can't put a chip in the damn vest?
They don't put a chip in the vest yet. Not yet. I'm sure it's coming there with some of the more high tech shit coming out, but right now there's not. The only chips are the only chips they have right now are in the trucks to transport military equipment. That's it. After it gets off that truck, nigga, there's no chips. I hate to tell you that. Sorry. And then on top of that, I got to find the documentaries that I watched that scared the shit out of me. The documentaries on the proliferation of not only MS-13, Bloods, Crips, and national white supremacists who have broke into the military just to learn their tactics, and then they get out and teach them to people in their ranks.
Yeah, like motherfuckers have plans. These are real conspiracies.
There are several documentaries out there that
this shit's really going on. So that's what I'm saying. I don't think this shit's just one-offs, man. I think motherfuckers are grooming these motherfuckers just like how we've talked, how our media and government has talked about for years since before 9/11 about Islamic terrorists and shit. You know what I'm saying? How they groom motherfuckers and blah blah blah, so forth and so on, man. It's like this shit is what's happening.
This is what's happening, bro. You see it, like Nigga, I've been in like military meetings where I seen the motherfuckers with the tattoos on their knuckles and shit, and I'm like, I know what that mean, bro. And they just look at me and it's just like, what you gonna do, Sergeant? And I'm like, I'm just gonna report it and see what happened. I know what them dots mean, my nigga. So I've done the research, but anyway, we getting off topic. But I guess it's on topic, but not off topic, because I think this is the shit that infiltrates America, infiltrates our quote unquote forces that are supposed to protect us. Yeah, man, like niggas would be scared, man. Like shit, like ammo boxes drop off truck, quote unquote drop off trucks every day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So there we go.
And this is terrorism, bro. Like I was out earlier at a restaurant, at a little Chinese restaurant. It's a little small spot, you know what I'm saying? Nice. Mm-hmm. It's a nice restaurant, but it's a little small. My first time going there, I have seen it 100 million times, but it's the first time I actually went there. And as we sitting there, you know, just chilling, waiting on our food, eating and whatnot, I didn't plan it, I just happened to be facing the door. And I literally caught myself like a couple of times kind of like looking up from eating and looking up just to kind of check my motherfucking surroundings, you know what I'm saying? Literally the thought went through my mind like, if some shit pop off, where am I, you know, how can I get my family up out of here? You know what I mean? Like, because we're kind of in the back, near the back end of the restaurant, you know what I mean? So I'm thinking, like, you know, like I didn't dwell on the thought or anything, but the thought crossed my mind, like, okay, if somebody came in shooting, we kind of near the back, so we got a quick second to fucking, you know, get the fuck out through the kitchen or some shit, you know what I mean? Like, because I'm fucking, you know, and I'm not trying to do this, you know, like Amy Schumer shit, when she saw Will Smith get smacked at the Oscars, or Chris Rock get smacked at the Oscars, you know, talking about, you know, I've been emotionally terrorized or whatever she said, you know what I'm saying? But like, you know, that's literally crossed my mind as I'm eating my dinner.
No,
you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, I'm in an Asian restaurant. Motherfucker might come in here wanting to kill Asian people, but I'm up in this motherfucker right now. You know what I'm saying? And you know, like, that's just terrorism, bro. It really is.
No. Trump.
Yeah, don't minimize that though.
Yeah, don't minimize that at all.
Because that's a real feeling. Yeah, secondary trauma is so fucking real, and I think that's the part that I know you have talked about media, you know, 24/7 and that constant content coming across. It's a lot of people out here fucked up in the head, you know, not wanting to go to the grocery store.
Right.
The grocery store. And I had to leave. I was like, fuck that. I couldn't do it. Just because it's too much shit going on. And, you know, in Brazen, we talked about how we the people, he had somebody feed into him, made him feel bold about some shit. He went out into the world and did what he did. Somebody else may feel bold, and I'm trying to take my happy ass up in Target and just grab some chicken legs, and I just couldn't do it today. So yeah, so secondary trauma is real, y'all.
It's real.
This is real shit. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it's real shit. Like after my first couple deployments, I still hate sitting to my back to doors. And I still, even when I'm out and about, even if I'm just working out, I never have both of my headphones in.
Right.
Yeah, because I just make sure if the tone of the club,
I want to hear what's going on. I want to be aware of what's happening around me
all the time. But also, though, like we talk about trauma, bro. Like we've heard of black people being shot by police who've had headphones in, just walking down the street because they didn't know.
They didn't hear the command.
Nigga, like to this day, I don't really know if I've ever had both of my AirPods in. This I'm in my house.
Right.
Only if I'm in my house at night watching TV when the kids are sleeping because I want to disturb them. That's the only time I had both of my AirPods in. But,
bro, you know what? A friend of mine called me last night. He's going through some shit with his wife. And I was, and you know, we was talking, you know, he was telling me about some shit with that, and I was thinking as he was talking to me, I was like, man, like to me it sounded like you are living your life walking on eggshells in your own motherfucking crib, in your life, in your own life,
in your
basically.
life.
You know what I'm saying? Like you walking on eggshells because of, you know, the situation that you're in. And like that's, you know, what you were just saying about having one AirPod in, and you know, and I do the same type of thing. Like when I'm out going on a walk or whatever, and you know what I'm saying, I have one earbud in. You know what I mean? Because I want to, you know, especially after I was already doing it before Ahmaud Arbery, but like now it's like just kind of a little more. I'm kind of more hypersensitive to it. And I mean, it's like it's like we live on eggshells. You know what I'm saying? It's like we walk on eggshells, man, you know, because we don't never know, you know what I'm saying? Like when anything could pop off, you know, just living your life, just doing regular shit.
Doing your shit.
You know what I mean? And it's crazy. I was talking to my girl the other night. I was like, man, sometimes I wonder, you know, this is way before all this shit, but, you know, I've wondered for years, you know, I think back in the day, you know, when motherfuckers got out of slavery or, you know, was emancipated and going through motherfucking Jim Crow and all this shit, and all we wanted to do was motherfucking, you know, with Martin Luther King and the Civil Rights Movement, all we want to do is motherfucking, we just want equal rights, we want to integrate and blah, 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 you know what I'm saying? And sometimes I'll be thinking like, man, why the fuck do we keep trying? You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta, you know, like why do, like, so, and I understand, I know, like, this is where, you know, America's my home. This is where I don't know nothing else but America. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes I'm like, man, why don't I move to motherfucking Ghana or some shit? Why don't I just go to motherfucking Mexico City or some shit? Like, you know what I'm saying? Why do I keep fucking trying to be somewhere where it seems that at every fucking turn, I'm being told that we don't want you here unless you can be here in this way, in this capacity where you're less than.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? It's like that's the only way that motherfuckers, you know, seem to be willing to have us here, to accept us here, man, without it being a motherfucking problem. You know? And it's like, you know, I'd rather be where I'm welcome, man, than where I'm tolerated. You know what I'm saying? And it's a weird thing because it's like, but at the same time, I don't know shit else. I don't really know what to do. I ain't got nowhere else to go. You know what I'm saying? I ain't rich. I can't just pack up and bounce to, you know, wherever, fucking Belize or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And live out the rest of my life and chill. You know, so it's a crazy thing, man. It's a crazy thing.
I feel you. And America does fuck with you like that. Shit. We cover a lot of this shit. Yeah, y'all beautiful. We covered a lot of the tabs for this shit, and I don't know what to say, man. But we gonna, like I said, man.
But stay strong to the family, you know, family, friends, loved ones of those, you know, victims. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and just like old girl that we played at the intro to the show, she was questioning about how these motherfuckers keep getting arrested. You know what I'm saying? I'll be thinking that too. Like, how these motherfuckers keep getting arrested, and you know, cops just shot a little 13-year-old boy in Chicago, shot him in the back, running. You know what I mean? Running away. You know what I'm saying? Unarmed.
Dog.
You know what I mean? And this motherfucker gets some. Right. But at the same time, a part of me is like, you know what? I'm kind of glad the motherfucker got arrested because I feel like getting killed on the spot is too easy.
And that's where I'm at, Zeb. I'm like, police shouldn't.
But it's a trip, though. But it's a trip. How these motherfuckers get arrested?
Yeah, police shouldn't be judge, executioner, jury. Right? Their job is to make the scene safe and bring in the quote unquote suspect. Because unfortunately, that's what he is still now. Because he pled not guilty. Right? He is a quote unquote suspect, even though there's a. And I get it. His face isn't on the camera of the fucking headgear that he wore into the fucking supermarket. So yes, he's a quote unquote suspect. But I'm like, where is like this nigga shot all these people with all this shit on, put a gun to his, I don't know, his face or his throat to take his life, and the police talked him down.
Yeah.
And took him in, and when people hear me, that sarcasm or whatever it is, that anger in my voice, is because why don't niggas get that?
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't George Floyd get that, bro?
Right.
A nigga who had no gun, no weaponry, no helmet, no fucking nothing. Why he had to die on a fucking pavement with 4 motherfuckers holding him down as he begged for his life. But this motherfucker who just killed 10 people, 10 people, and injured 5 people, because it's 10 dead, 5 injured. Why this nigga get that shit?
Right. It's crazy. Don't make no sense, bro.
Go ahead, Joe. You got something
Last
to
time
say?
anybody seen a video or anything.
Go ahead, AC. I'm back.
I was gonna say, when was the last time anybody seen a video or anything of a white male being killed on TV or being shot at?
It was in this year. I haven't seen the video, but
not the white man that shot the dude on his porch for picking up his son.
Right.
I've seen other reports, but I have not seen the video.
By the police or some shit. Yeah, I ain't seen it, bro. I can't tell you. I can't tell you the last time or if I've ever seen it. Not saying that it's never happened, because I know that it's happened. But I don't be seeing that shit.
But I will also warn, I think social media and things of that nature, you have to be careful with, because some things get pushed to the narrative. Right. And I think it's also a conscious effort to divide us in a certain way. Because we all know there are white people who get shot by the police.
Right. I mean, even on the news, bro. Even on the news. I mean, even on the actual news, not even just social media. Even on the actual
news, but the news is also pushes the narrative too.
Yeah,
the news is also owned by a narrative.
I tell you what I did see though, bro. I saw a white man in Ohio in a motherfucking car get pulled over by police on the highway with a pistol in his motherfucking lap, and he drove away. I saw that.
Oh, you that was on the show.
I forgot what he was yelling, cold blue or whatever the fuck he was
That nigga said cold blue. Now hold on. I've never seen that anywhere, nigga.
I seen that happen.
We were all blown that day.
Yeah.
That nigga. So I get what AC is saying. I have read it. Have I ever seen it? No, sir.
But that's like that discrepancy is crazy, isn't it? I mean, just in the last 2 years, not 5, not 10, last 2 years, how many times have we seen that from our perspective?
Bruh.
Just the discrepancy is mind blowing. I was just thinking about that question while y'all was talking in my head. How many times have I seen the scenario reversed visually in any capacity? And I couldn't recall one.
You won't call.
There isn't one. Well, there's probably, it's like you said, it probably is. It happened, but there's no video of it. It's like a unicorn.
It put it this way. Ain't no nigga about to walk into Nordstrom's and shoot 10 white people and walk out that day.
Not walk out alive, no.
No, not walk out that day. You not walking at all. You're dead.
Yeah.
Nordstrom's, whatever, some place where the majority is all white. He gonna go to the plaza. Matter of fact, niggas in the plaza.
Will Smith can he can smack Chris Rock and not get kicked out the Oscars.
If Will Smith
like you said, what you talking about, that ain't happening. That ain't happening.
If Will Smith would slap Tom Hanks, that would have been a different.
Hell yeah.
But anyway, I hate getting to those things because I hate it, but I think it's needed because I also think that media pushes a certain narrative. I'm starting to believe that as I get a little older. But to your point, AC, I can't see it a different way, and I've been thinking about it.
Yeah, where's it at?
I can't see it. I can't see a black man having a manifesto. But hold on though, but he didn't kill a lot of people. I was thinking about the subway shooter.
The subway shooter, yeah.
Well, he turned himself in, didn't he?
Well, he got turned in by some white dudes found him out, and they called the police on him, and they arrested him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now they did. They caught old boys. They brought old boys in, the DC snipers.
DC sniper.
Oh yeah,
yep.
the DC
That was
sniper
that was.
guy.
I
But
remember
hold on,
when
the
it
whole
was.
nation was surprised them was niggas.
Yeah. I remember being some.
Even the police showed up like, wait a minute, they black?
I was upset.
I'm like, no.
Look
When he's-
though, what y'all just did though. Look what y'all just did. Y'all referenced two incidents about 25 years apart.
Right.
And those are the only two instances that we can come up.
No, I feel you.
The last
I
2
feel you.
years
Even
that I've
even
seen on
niggas was surprised. Even niggas was surprised because I was definitely surprised. I was like, oh, they niggas?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I was disappointed. I was like, oh,
I was
no,
like, wait a
no, say it ain't so.
But hold on,
God,
though.
he was the
we
blue
say
priest.
we say it ain't so, but like the narrative of this country and what they was talking about when they was doing it kind of feeds into it. But also, but if you allow yourself to think about that, you allow yourself to think about how some young white boy can feed into a certain narrative too. So you gotta be careful, right?
True. Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Like this country will divide us, and it will fucking make us hate each other, and we will fucking kill each other off. But this country was built on bullshit anyway, so maybe we should kill each other off. Anyway, should we move on? That white boy deserved to die. I don't know.
And I hope he burned in hell.
And I hope he burned in hell.
Break bread with your brothers whenever possible.